Good morning, Freshies. We are going to look at Tuesday's math worksheet. It's very important that you read the directions on Google Classroom, which says that you only need to do numbers 5, 9, 12, 15, 3, and 6 on the front, which is just straight down the far right side of that paper. And then on the back, which is where the boxes are, you will do the even numbers. I am not going to do number 5 for you as it is a one-step problem, but let's go ahead and look at number 9 together. What you see over here is I've got 6x and negative 2x. Those are like terms. They live in the same house. We need to put them together. So 6 take away 2 is going to be 4x. Leave your 5 equals negative 19. Okay, so now we have 2 more steps. First thing we need to do, subtract 5 from both sides, but you knew that, right? You weren't going to add because it's already a plus. Then you get 4x. Your 5s have canceled. Now these are both negative. This is you owe me $19. You borrow 5 more. So that equals negative 24. Last step. Did y'all hear Emma? She's whispering in the back just like she does in class. You're going to divide by 4. Divide by 4, and you are going to get that x equals a negative 6. Big fat negative, okay? All right, number 12, and again, I'm not going to do all of these for you, but I'm going to help you set some of them up. Again, I've got 6x and 5x. They're in the same family. We need to combine them before we do anything else. So 6 plus 5, that's 11x, minus 4 equals 2x, minus 8. If you like your wall so that you don't make mistakes, that is a-okay. So we always are going to move our smaller x's to our bigger x's. It's a positive 2x, so to move it, I have to subtract it. Minus 2x. So I'm left with 9x. I haven't touched that 4, and I haven't touched the 8. So you've got 2 more steps. I'm going to let you finish it. The first step is to move a minus 4. You have to do the opposite, so you want to add it, and then you're going to divide by 9. Let's set up number 15. Number 15, I've got numbers outside of parentheses. I'm going to draw these happy little rainbows. What are you going to do with them? You're going to multiply. So you're going to get 27 plus 9x equals 12 plus 4x. Okay, and from here, you're going to move the 4x to the 9, and then you'll move the 27 to the 12. I'm not going to take you any further on that one. Number 3, down here, we'll do this one. Actually, we're going to do 6 together. But number 3, your first step is going to be minus 18n, minus 18n, 12 equals 9n, plus 3. I think you can take it from there. Now, let's do number 6 together because it has all kinds of steps going on here. I've got a 5c and a minus 2c. They live in the same house. I have a negative 4 and a plus 1. They live in the same house. So we've got all kinds of cleanup going on. 5, take away 2. We have 3c. You owe me 4, you pay back $1, plus 3 equals 8c plus 2. We did nothing with the back of that equation. That is important. So then you put your line down. Small to big whenever possible. Moving a positive 3c, you need to subtract. You need to subtract. Those cancel out. You're left with 3 over here. 8 take away 3 is 5c plus 2. 2 more steps. First thing we need to do, subtract 2. Subtract 2. So 1 equals 5c. Now this is where y'all panic. I have to divide by 5. By 5. But Mrs. Hurst, I got a decimal. That's okay. Leave it as a fraction. That is your final answer. All right, on to the back. Or if you're like Mrs. Hurst, onto the other page because you don't have a 2-sided copier. So we want to solve number 2 for m. There's a 1/4 attached to that m. We do not, I repeat, do not divide by a fraction. we have to multiply by the reciprocal. So times 4 over 1. And I have to do it to both sides. Those guys cancel out. And m is going to equal 4 times 4, which is 16. All right, you need to do number 4, which again, we've got some same family members separated. 3, take away 1, 2v minus 8 equals 10. I won't do any more of that one for you. Let's talk about number 6. Got a 5 outside the parentheses. I'm gonna draw my happy little rainbows, except you actually have to multiply to both people inside. So 5a minus 10 equals negative 30. I think you can take it from there. Let's do number 8 together because I see p's in a lot of places, and that is a recipe for somebody making a mistake. 8p, take away 3p, take away 1p. They're all on the same side. They're all in the same family. We got to clean that up before we do anything else. So 8 take away 3 is 5. 5 take away that imaginary 1 is 4. So this whole big mess becomes 4p. 4p equals negative 12. That's a really easy problem. Divide by 4, divide by 4. P now equals negative 3. Simple as that. And again, you're only doing even, so you can jump down to number 12, and then you can jump down to number 14. Oh, don't skip 10 like I did. Don't skip 10. 10 is a really easy one. But let's look at 14. 14 is not so easy. Okay, it says you want to solve for L. You want to get this guy by itself. This is just like what we did with our name equation project, but a lot of us struggled with that. So we want to get L by itself. So if I draw my wall, what's on the same side of the wall? Well, I've got this 2w and I've got this 2. The 2w is farther away than the 2, so I got to move that first. How do I undo plus? I'm going to subtract. So minus 2w minus 2w. Those guys cancel out. On this side, I now have p minus 2w. I cannot put them together. They are not the same. And then I have 2l. I want to get L by itself. So what is the relationship that's happening between these two lovebirds who are sitting side by side? Oh, that's right. They're multiplying. Opposite of multiply is divide. I'm going to divide this guy by 2. I'm going to divide this guy by 2. If you wrote it like this, that is just fine. In fact, for this particular equation, it works out better because those guys canceled out. That is your final answer on there. I will be back with video number 2 for today's assignment.